the fuck? Well, given that they take like 3 to 4 days, that may be impossible. But
Damn it, we got Pete's random spiel, not Matt's swearing.
Come on, Peter, you're not a workhorse.
No!
When you pay me a salary, I'll do it.
I mean, one of these days, maybe.
What, you don't want exposure?
Someone give the man a banana.
Yes, please. I would like a banana.
I mean, if exposure gets us the views, I'll take all the
Come on,
clothes off.
follow me, big moron.
That's just cursing to herself. So, ignoring that, does anybody...
I'm cheating because I can't work out how to do something. So I'm luring the big bad to all my other monsters.
That's not a nice way to call Pete.
Wow.
Or your cats.
Or your cats.
All the other cats.
Lowering the big bad Pete.
Get ready, the big bad's coming to the bedroom. Wow, wow.
Sweet. So, since Sean and Arya weren't here last time, does anybody want to fill them in to what the rest of the group got up to? Possibly wasting a whole day.
No, it was the most fruitful day ever.
We did good things.
We examined this place. We're all currently in all of our portraits, where apparently people did bloody sacrifices or something, but we're not really sure. Also, it might be related to interplanar elemental stuff, like elemental creatures. Weird. Better not fuck with it. Anyway, we also harassed a man for information on our cauldron. He knew nothing, but it didn't stop us from harassing the whole town, pretty much. Then getting really annoyed at the cauldron going missing, and having a lads' night in the where they store the boats.
The dockhouse or something.
Yeah.
Lads' night.
Plus Garzula.
Yeah, she was the lookout.
Garzula's one of the lads we talk about.
Probably. So yeah, there was that. You witnessed the spell being cast over Icewind the next morning with all the Aura Borealis floating over. Sorry, Jamie, you're really distracting me right now.
I am.
Yeah, your background really.
Someone's got Peppy on the background.
That's better, thank you.
Grimleg will be quieter than usual this week.
He's croak leg. But yeah, so you witnessed the spell being cast over Icewind that stops the sun from pretty much rising. Aura Borealis everywhere. And you now have a horse as well.
Yeah.
There is a horse.
We do? Oh, yeah. Apparently
you.
the people who stole the cauldron were using that horse.
Yeah.
Well, they were technically using two, but one of them didn't make it.
Fucking dumb horse. Ran away and froze instead of staying in the village where the humans could look after it.
I mean, yeah, there's not many horses around. This is like probably the first horse that you've seen since being in Icewind Dale. They're not a common commodity. Most
in the Feywild,
dogs or...
normally I don't like horses because they tend to stamp on us with their heavy hooves because they don't like it.
They also have
understandable.
They have human chests.
Well, those are different. They don't like us either.
So yeah, after Rage quitting the quest for Pot, the age of the Chiwnga has risen.
Well, I think there was no other way. We could go further south, but it seems suicidal.
It does. It seems like a very bad idea.
So the next morning, when you're all gathered around, the kobolds, who are wrapped up in their giant furry coats that are possibly stolen from people, have just gathered around Arya, muttering stuff in Draconic and bowing.
Oh. What are they saying? presume I can understand.
It's a load of stuff like oh great one, bless us with your majesty. We grovel before thy great power.
Yeah, are you aware that you have a cult now?
No, I'm very confused. I didn't know this happened.
It was when you missed a couple sessions. I think
Okay.
Grimleg convinced these kobolds that you were their new god.
No, she
Oh.
did that herself just by being there.
Yep.
Grimleg, yeah. But Grimleg was going to be the leader of the cult, but they would not accept him because I am not dragon-y.
You're small and only got a few scales.
Yeah.
Are these evil beings? Like, do they think I'm an evil leader, or like, what are they expecting of me?
So when they first popped up, they mentioned that they were originally worshipping Arvage. I can never pronounce the dragon's name. The big white dragon that's been terrorizing Icewind Dale for a long time. But she ate a bunch of them, so they all ran off, and these three managed to find you somehow.
Okay. So they're evil then.
Well, I think they'll be whatever you want them to be. To be honest,
Okay.
they also gave you an item.
Oh,
Yeah,
they give me.
Grimleg forced them to. So you owe Grimleg now.
Oh.
Technically, they
see.
didn't give it to you because Grimleg stole it and then pretty much
Confirmed.
told them they'd hand it over, which they did show you. It's basically what looks to be a metallic shard, a silver shard in a chunk of ice. But when they threw it into a burning fire, it didn't melt. It seems there's some kind of enchantment on it that stops the ice from melting and letting you get to the shard.
Enchantment.
Enchantment? I've not got that on my soundboard anymore, but I've got this.
It's really quiet.
I know. I couldn't turn it up anymore, so it's just a really quiet.
No.
So yeah, you've got that. At some point, maybe you'll unlock the power.
Okay. Okie dokie. Right, I'll just kind of humour them for now. I'll kind of play them at their game for now and act a bit all high and mighty whilst I figure out exactly what's going on.
Well,
So, I've got some questions about where the white dragon. Like, do they know where the white dragon resides, or what do they know about him specifically?
Yes, the great dragon resides somewhere south, but she has many nests. One of them is somewhere in the mountains. That is where we came from.
Which mountains?
The mountains to the south. She has to protect us there, but we had to flee.
Okay. Oh. So you say that has this dragon served you in the past?
No, we serve her.
That's what. Yeah, as in, like, has she been sort of used to you over time? Like, why are you in her service?
Because she was powerful, we are not, but she could give us power. Like, you can give us power.
What kind of power do you think I can give you?
Mighty dragon powers. Icy powers. Oh wait, the music's...
Well, powers have to be earned.
Oh, well, what should we do first, oh mighty mistress, queen?
Oh, well, have a think about it and I'll let you know.
Oh, okay.
First of all, can you grant us safe passage to where we need to go, maybe within here?
Yes, and they all pull out knives and just start, like, almost like a vanguard, form a V in front of you to start leading the way.
So you will fight with us come any combat?
Yes, we will die for the queen so we get powers. Obviously, you resurrect us first.
Okay. I'm presuming everyone else can hear this.
Oh yeah, they're totally gonna get just themselves killed.
If it was all in Draconic, no.
Yeah, I was going to say, if
Yeah,
you're
but-
talking to
Probably.
them in common, then everyone can
I
hear.
will pass that on to everybody in common.
Hey, you can revive them? Did I hear that right? I don't know what happened with the accent.
I'm not sure if I can revive them. Can I revive them? That's something I can do.
Oh, can you revive me if I explode into a frog?
Can I don't know if that's honestly, I don't know if that's part of my powers, Tom. I don't think it is. As a paladin.
Out of game, I don't actually think paladins.
It is later.
Did they get
uh,
revivify and stuff?
Yeah. Third level.
Oh, but it's much
They're
not-
later, isn't it? Because they get their spells slower.
Yeah.
So what,
yeah.
what
So-
level is it then?
Probably
Level
about
7.
9.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
yeah, it's probably 9.
That's a yes when my power is at its highest. Yes, may have to wait a while, but yes.
Then we get you power, so we get power. Understood.
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of power do you suggest?
Oh, icy powers, because that's what you're good at, right?
Icy powers.
Yeah. Where you go "Bleh," and spit ice. That would be nice. Oh, that rhymes.
You'd like to spit ice.
Yeah, spit ice. Maybe wings.
Okay.
Wings are good.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay, Mistress, Majesty, Queenness. We'll kill the entire village for you now.
Oh, what's the village like? Did I miss anything? The village.
No, yeah, I think it
It's
is
an
absolutely
infested
should all
town.
die. Everybody should die within this village. Everyone.
Everyone should die within this village.
So
Yep.
They're terrible and inbred, and they know nothing. Well, they do know things. They just refuse to tell us.
Only thing we know for sure is that they're inbred.
And they clearly do sacrifices, or someone does.
Okay.
Someone
yeah,
did. It might have been a long time ago. In fact, I think it
Doesn't sound like
was
somebody.
for sure a long time ago.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
I also donated some blood to one of the rocks, so
You also what?
Right, so it's not a loss. These people dying then.
Um,
I mean, as a good character, that's probably not the best way to do it.
you can always change your alignment, though.
Nah.
I'm becoming an
Not yet.
oathbreaker.
No.
Well, I was going to say,
Oh, yeah. I'll leave it for now. I think. Yeah, I'll kind of sort of half-heartedly sort of give them some reassurance that I think at the moment we've got some extra combat pals that could
Yeah.
help buff us up a bit, so we'll keep them on side for a bit.
Maybe get them to stay behind me.
give each of them a wand of magic missiles.
Yeah, maybe they shouldn't take part in combat. I think they're fairly weak. They're better at crafting things. I
Okay.
think. I'm just saying. I think they're gonna get themselves killed.
Yeah. Okay. What shall I give them then? Do you reckon? What can I even give them?
Oh, maybe bows.
Bows.
Oh,
Okay.
those.
I'll offer giving them bows then.
Do we have enough bows for them, though?
I don't know.
I only have mine.
They can't have mine. I need mine.
They also can't really use longbows because they're so small.
Well, good, because I wasn't gonna give them mine.
Give them all crossbows, light crossbows. They're fairly
Yeah.
cheap.
That would work.
Simple weapons. Even a wizard can use them.
Yeah.
Short bows are
Happy to
good.
do
Long bows are good. Slings are good.
Yeah.
Slings are fun.
We'll give them all some plate armor.
Oh god. Yeah, that would just be like, what would that be? 4,600 gold?
Cool.
Yeah, we just sell the cauldron.
Oh yeah.
I don't think we want to use the cauldron money for that.
For a cobalt armor.
At this point, I don't care what we use it on, so long as we use it and no one else does.
We could find a giant and just have him wear it as a giant helmet.
Soup helmet.
So yeah, the kobolds just start leading the way through the town, pointing their daggers at anybody that comes close to you. Not that many people want to come close to you. It's a weird town. They're not very friendly here.
Okay.
Get to your axe beaks.
I suppose. Yeah, I suppose we should go head back north.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of the furthest south places. Let's switch you up. So you have 2 Chiwngas at this point. So you could either give up Piskin. Why is it not changing the map?
I will anyone that suggests that.
We'll give up the one who used the mind control on the fox.
Yeah, you've got the evil Chiwnga in someone's bag somewhere.
Yeah.
I think he's in the
You
lantern.
Oh yeah, you shoved him in a lantern, yeah.
Is it a vote? I want to keep the evil Chiwnga too.
No, this one sucks. This one got my fox killed. Actually, that was kind of our barbarian, but either way, this one was partially responsible for me losing my rat.
Slowly turns around to Ophelia.
Wait, what?
Never you mind. Just think about the fox that you killed, who I paid gold for.
I was distracted thinking about what I'm gonna eat.
I bet you were.
Ophelia, always thinking with her stomach.
Longshanks eat
I'm
so
gonna
much
put you
food.
guys on my phone so you can follow me to the kitchen.
So yeah, do you want to head back to Bryn Shandar? You've got plenty of time to get there within this day.
Yeah. Have we long rested and stuff? We haven't.
Yeah,
right?
you long rested on
Yeah.
top of the mound. You settled in the
Oh yeah. Sweet.
So if you haven't already, guys that weren't here, hit that long rest button.
Where's
Long rest.
that horse? As we're traveling, I'm just like,
Yeah, there's 2 things goblins really don't like. One is dogs, and the other one is horses. They're something of a mortal enemy.
Oh, can we get Arya and Shan to have a look at the blood rock before we go? See if they can figure anything out we don't know.
Oh yeah, they are the most religious of the group.
Yeah.
Oh, what am I looking at?
Hazak points to the place where he cut the palm of his hand open and tried to donate his own blood to the sacrificial rock.
Can I investigate it?
Yeah, sure. We're, like
This is what happens when we're left unsupervised.
it's a giant ring of stones with one kind of like altar-like stone in the middle. What they figured out was that it looks like people's arms were laid across it, and then hands were chopped off.
Okay.
Oh, that was your problem. You didn't chop your hand off.
Try it again.
Right.
Do it again. I'll fix you up.
I would rather keep my hand, thank you.
I'll fix you up.
How? Can you regrow limbs?
I mean, I can make it not be as painful.
I mean, can you not just reattach it with mending?
Right.
no, because only if it's a dead body.
Mending would only fix the flesh, it wouldn't fix the actual nervous connections.
Yeah,
You
just
can
have
do
a
it with a
limp
dead
hand.
body, but not a living
I mean,
creature.
we could do an experiment. Like, cut your hand off, hold it nearby, and I'll cast Cure Wounds, and maybe it'll reattach the hand.
I would rather not risk it.
Oh no.
Which
Any-
one's your favorite hand? Don't use that one. Just use the hand that you don't like as much.
No, I need both hands to cast my magic. I lose one hand, I can't cast my magic. Then I'm useless. Then I'm just a halfling in the snow who's hungry.
That sounds like a massive flaw.
Right?
Yeah,
Don't you
yeah.
need both hands to use your axe.
I mean, that's
Yeah, but she could get a smaller axe.
Suppose she could. Can you get smaller magic?
Why don't see if we like find a troll. We could like lure it here, chop its hand off, and then the troll's hand will regrow back anyway, so it's no loss to him, and we gain a hand.
Why don't we just get one of those guardsmen? It's not like they were actually useful.
Wait, why don't we just get one of the villagers?
Hey, wait. That villager was missing an arm, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, he was.
Yes, he was.
Old one arm.
That's why he was so bad at throwing pitchforks.
Yeah. We should go and harass him some more.
Go and ask how he lost his fucking arm.
But yeah, can I religion check this or history check this?
Sure.
A circle.
Please.
But me to religion check, sorry.
No, Sean's doing it.
Just to be clear, I don't know who does this. If you feel more comfortable,
16.
Ooh. Not bad. It is very vague though, exactly what this is. The parts you know is it's not godlike. It seems more eldritch in nature, a much more ancient thing. Very dark. You're getting some bad vibes from this place.
We got summon demons.
So does that not mean we should just get rid of it? You know,
No.
we summon whatever comes out, and then we get rid of it, and then it doesn't bother anybody.
Do you remember what Thingy was saying? Well, Andres. Oh my god, I remember.
Yep. I remember. It's probably not a great idea, considering I've seen this exact type of monument in a different plane, which sort of suggests that this is something really big that is being peeled away. We will most definitely not be able to take it.
So why don't we destroy it?
I mean, that sounds like quitter talk.
Well, if we destroy it, won't it
side quest,
free itself?
Right? Once we defeat Horror, we go and we destroy all the circles.
Ooh.
We would need to find a way for you guys to follow me home.
I'm up for it.
Well, I mean, you did get here, so
If I learn some more complicated magic, eventually I could take everybody.
Ooh. You are a good person to know.
Huh?
You're a good person to know.
Oh, I thought you said I was a good person, and I was a little baffled.
Oh, no. Like, she's a good person, point to Sean. And she's a good person.
I point to Ophelia, and I'm like,
that's debatable.
You're all good people. Well, at least you will be when I'm finished with you.
What?
I don't know if that was a threat or not.
No, that definitely felt like a threat.
Can be
Yeah.
scary when she wants to be. But yeah, one day you'll take me across into other planes and help me become a goblin king or something.
I mean, you'll have to pay me. It's not cheap.
You're going for hostile takeover?
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds like it could be fun.
Are we planning,
You know, I could use the change of leadership in the local mob boss.
Well, after this anyway, I have to keep running away from, some devil guy who keeps wanting me. And I've already managed to chuck him off once, so maybe we could go deal with that.
Oh, yeah.
And we could,
easy.
Well, how about we go and...
If we find my dad, I'm sure they could put in a good word for you and make him go away.
Maybe, yeah.
No, it would be quite handy.
If I make it out of this frog situation, we go and kill all the tentacle-faced blue boys.
No, hear me out. What if the frog did take over, and he was stronger than you, and we had the allies frog? Would you still be the frog?
No. It blows me up and kills me.
Oh,
The frog is something different. Yeah. Not ideal.
Not to mention what may happen to his soul.
I just had an existential crisis in my brain.
So all of this is whilst you're trotting through the well, going along the pathways. It'll take you just under a day to get back to Bryn Shandar.
We're going to go through the snowy mountains and hills, right?
I mean, if you take that path, it's probably actually going to be longer.
So I guess it's
It's the
here,
original plan, right?
cross
In a
down,
backtrack.
and then here?
Yeah.
Yeah. On the way through Goodmead, can I try and sell some items?
Sure. What exactly are you trying to sell?
My chain shirt.
Body.
Trying to sell the chain shirt armor that I acquired.
Yeah.
And also the golden dragon brandy. There's a little bit missing from the bottle, but maybe they won't notice.
You're trying to sell an open bottle of brandy.
I'm gonna try and reseal it. How can I do that?
I have
Uncork it.
favorite.
I've got a plan.
Oh.
I do have to store value.
Yeah. That was super good. Okay, you gotta come shopping with me.
Isn't Bryn Shandar a better place to do that because it's bigger and it'll have more stuff?
Goodmead literally just had a place to make mead. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do it here then. Okay.
probably, yes.
Alright, let's do that.
So, yeah, you head back to Bryn Shandar. I'll flick it over to that instead. Is there anywhere in particular you want to go first?
Yeah, home.
You all go back to Hassak's place.
Hassak wants to go back to his house and check up on the place. So he's been away for like how long? Like 2
Yeah,
years.
I want to kind of race home because there was that weird warning from Oral about my parents, and she's been worried ever since.
I will just
Before everybody like runs off, Hassak's gonna go. Can we like take a day off? I would like to just take a day, go fishing, enjoy the lunch out somewhere.
We could do that. Then meet
be
back
at
at
home.
the inn in the evening.
Sure.
Ooh.
I don't know that I have much to do with a day off, but I can explore. Maybe share notes with that. What was the name of the scientist girl who wanted the Chiwnga?
That's a good question.
Oh, we should do that first, in case the trigger escapes or something.
Can I try and thieve the
Miss
evil
Chiwnga?
Can I try and thieve the evil Chiwnga off of whoever
Miss
owns it
Chiwnga.
before I run off?
You want to try and steal the evil Chiwnga?
Yes. It's in a sack, right? Somebody's
If it's,
pouch.
I
If
think
it's in
Garzula was the one who captured it.
Yes, I think so.
What would you like me to roll?
The evil Chiwnga. And apparently it's getting stolen from you now.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps. Yeah, roll sleight of hand to see if you can try and steal it from her without realizing.
I rolled a 9.
Well-
I'm pretty sure that's going to be better than Garzula's. No, it's not going to be better than Garzula's
No.
passive perception, is
Passive
it?
perception.
Yeah, that is a 14, isn't it? So, okay.
Hassak walks up to your belt and starts trying to like unloop the
Hey.
little sack. It's like,
What do you think you're doing?
I was going to take him home.
But we need to sell him. We need gold.
We're not slavers.
Speak for yourself.
Well, for that to be slavery, we first have to establish if it's even a sentient being.
Look, I like its vibe. It'll be fun in my house.
Well,
We've got another one.
you want him
Oh,
to?
could you imagine
control-
somebody tried to break into my home and then it faces this little fucker?
But
I
what's it gonna do?
reward.
Mind control? I mean, I guess mind controlling them.
Right? And then he's going to make them just do weird,
But
probably human stuff anyway, because that's what I think he likes to do.
think of the possibilities, though. If we give this to the scientists, maybe we can understand the method by which it controls people, and then everyone can learn how to do it. Or,
You've
well, at
already-
least you and I.
You've already got the other one. Piskin?
but Sean likes that one.
Alright.
And that one hasn't personally slighted me.
I would like to just reiterate that if anyone tries to take Piskin from me, I will reevaluate my no killing rule.
You
I mean,
heard.
you could reevaluate that
You
anyway.
heard.
Just saying.
Well, look, I just don't think it's fair that, you decide who gets to live and who gets to go in that weird scientist lab. I think it's a little strange.
What's weird about deciding who goes into scientist labs?
I mean, we could just deliver him to the scientist and then kidnap him back.
So, ironically, whilst this whole conversation's going on, you hear a "Hey!" and the scientist woman, because nobody apparently remembers her name, is stood like across the street waving at you and begins jogging towards you.
Oh, hey, you.
Oh, nice. You can give her a Chiwnga. Alright, I really need to go home and check my parents.
Okay. Meet you at the inn tomorrow.
And I just take off.
So Ophelia is going to go off on her own, I guess.
Yeah. You can't you can't tell her parents are in grave danger and not expect her to go as soon as she gets back home.
That's fair enough. We'll deal with that in a moment.
You do that.
So the rest of you are going to just let the lady approach.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna sort of take a back seat and see how Hashtag reacts to this.
I am going to take Piskin and head for a temple.
Can I try it? Can I try again whilst they're distracted by the scientist lady?
So I'm watching you now.
I mean,
You're not getting past these eyes.
Oh, as a declared perception check.
You're probably against it this time, since Garzula is very guarded and Grimleg's just staring you in the face. I mean, you can carry on trying. It's probably
I'll have meat to it.
It's probably going to be more of like a grapple check at this point.
Yeah. Garzula's gonna like start trying to whack your hands out the way. Going off defensive kind of position.
Must be an athletics, right?
Yes.
Take a -1. Yeah.
Grimleg is going to help Garzula to keep thinking away.
Okay.
Go away.
Athletics check with advantage.
What, me?
Yeah.
Or acrobatics, either one, I think.
Same. Come on. Oof. Oh, even. Oh, no.
It's even. So it's a stalemate. So like, the three of you are just kind of like in a weird circle, just patting each other's hands about, like one of those weird martial arts movies.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna get it.
No.
Once I got it, you ain't catching me. I'm telling you now.
Let me touch him.
Can I just like try and punch him straight between the eyes?
Wow.
No, poof.
If you want to make an attack roll against him, as this woman just kind of like slows down her approach towards you and just like, wait, what?
I'm gonna make another.
I'm gonna
grab her.
Whilst you're punching, I'm gonna just put my hands on the. I'm gonna put my hands on the lantern, take the weight, and then poof out of existence. Hang on. Where is it?
Wait, was the evil one in the lantern? The good one's in the lantern.
No, the good one's just on.
Oh yeah, it's on thing. The evil one was in a sack, right? It wasn't in the lantern.
No, yeah, it was in the lantern, I think.
Yeah,
I don't seem to have. It seem to have like just a general attack without any weapons set.
It's just a strength roll with your proficiency bonus. In fact, no, you have to be a feat or something.
No, you're still proficient with your fists. Yeah? It's just you'll only do 1 damage plus strength.
Oh yeah.
There it is.
Okay, is it an ability check then?
Yeah. Just straight up strength.
Okay.
That messes.
Oh, damn it! I missed. Yeah, there you go.
That's like dodges.
Grimleg sleight of hand first before poofing.
Sleight of hand? Okay.
Yeah, so you can actually get it out of the pack. So the lady probably looking at Okay, you manage to grab it and poof, but it's very obvious what goes on.
Okay.
But yeah, the lady approaches, and looking at Ophelia to be the only kind of reasonable-looking one in this bunch.
But I want to read.
Ophelia's gone.
Ophelia's gone though. Yeah, she took off,
Ophelia's gone.
Yeah.
and I don't know what happened in the last
To make sure her parents are alive.
the last 5 minutes.
Oh yeah,
So
Ophelia and Sean are gone. Yeah, you're the next most reasonable person, I guess. She just looks at you, goes, "Hi. So, have you managed to find a Chiwnga? Are these guys okay?"
I would probably appear immediately in front of her, appearing like a ghost.
Here, take it.
Okay, and she just kind of takes the lantern.
I want
and
to
then...
mage hand and grab it. It's in the same faction as they passing it over.
Okay. Do whichever is your oh fuck. Do whichever is your casting ability as a roll to see if you can.
Oh, so not the skill, just my intelligence. Huh?
So yeah, she gets handed a lantern for a second before a hand appears out of nowhere and just grabs it off of her, and she lets out a little squeak and she's like, what's going on? Anybody?
I do apologize. We seem to be having a disagreement on whether or not we should give you the Chiwnga and which one.
He's trying
might
to
have won too.
steal me out of my reward.
Oh, you got multiple. So it's in that as the lantern just kind of like floats away.
I would. I'll shake
30
that.
feet in the air.
I
It's
think
just
Gaz
dangling
was
30
just-
feet in the air.
Yeah, I think
I can
Gaz was
get to
happily-
30 feet in the air.
Shoot it down with your bow.
I will. I guess.
I will add she wanted it alive.
Yeah. I guess I'll have to Blessing of the Raven Queen again and poof directly next to the lantern and grab it type of thing.
So another check of athletics versus the straight intelligence roll of the hand.
Or sleight of hand, could it be?
No, because you're directly trying to contest the hand at this point.
Let's see. Or could I like drape over the whole thing? You know what I mean? Just like
It looks like a ghost. He's like trying to just. Oh wow!
I was thinking.
How much do you weigh?
He does that thing where he pops up above it, arms and legs splayed, and then just kind of like.
Probably more than 10 pounds.
You would still have to grapple the thing, like you know,
Yeah,
even if you put yourself up, you just have to grapple it in a sense to kind of catch it, right?
how heavy am I? I'm probably not that heavy, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I just wonder if I don't think my mage hand could carry you.
No,
but
definitely not.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you weigh more than 10 pounds.
Yeah. So athletics. Oosh. Oh my god.
Let's have that hand roll just.
Oh, okay.
Just in case that's also a natural one.
Oh, it can't be because he's a halfling.
It could be both. Like it could be twice a natural one, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you appear above it and try to like kind of drape yourself over it, but the hand's just like agile enough to sort of slip around you, and just 30 foot in the air, you come flying down back to the ground.
Ah!
How many is it?
1d6 for every 10 foot, and if he rolls a successful acrobatics check, you can negate 1d10 of that.
Or is it half?
That's a very useful rule for a player to have memorized.
Is it reduce full damage by half, or is it negate a certain number?
No, you just negate whatever the first 10 feet of fallen damage. So
so unless you've got to pass it. Oh no, that's fine. So you manage to land on your feet, but it kind of like hurts your hurts your knees.
Ow.
So you'll take take 6 meep damage.
6.
But yeah, the lady's just kind of like glancing up at the flying lantern and then at Arya and just kind of like, yes, what?
Oh, so I'd like to have a discussion with you. What are you going to do with it?
I need to do some experiments and see if I can cure the whole of this.
And what do those experiments entail? Exactly.
Well, for one, studying the Chiwnga and seeing what its abilities entail, because they can control partially in the environment. So it would be useful to know what they can do. So I'd possibly try and learn a thing or two from it.
And how much gold?
And that's also, kind of like how politicians speak. You haven't actually answered my question.
Yes,
I think he wants to know the exact method by which you're going to analyze its abilities.
Oh,
Thank you,
I'm going to put it on a rack and then open it up with a scalpel. No, that's a joke. I need it alive so that I can learn from its magics. I just want to basically put it in certain environments and see how it reacts and what it will do. Just all round general different types of experiments. I'll probably even play catch with it at some point.
No,
this one's a dick.
I was going to say, now we've found a few with varying personalities. Now, how would that affect your experiment?
Well, if it's not exactly forthcoming in them, then I'll just have to try and study it in a more protective way. What kind of situations are we talking? What's its abilities?
Well, it threw a snowball at me and caused me to lose my rat. Okay, that's number 1.
She pulls out
number 2 is better, I promise.
And begins taking it down.
And then it mind controlled a fox, which I paid good money for. And then
bought a fox?
Yeah, of a trapper.
Okay.
A beautiful creature.
She carries on scribbling.
Yeah. So I bought a fox, and he mind controlled it and was riding it around. And he would cause the fox to fulfill his orders, something like that.
He also sort of did that to, I think, Shan. Didn't quite control her, but put her in a trance or something.
Oh. Into her head.
Sent me to the Shadow Realm.
Sent you to the Shadow Realm.
Terrible boy.
Yeah. So he did that, and so that's why he's a dick. The other one we know it's not like that. It's much more friendly and reasonable.
Which is why they don't want to give it to you.
You do have 2.
Maybe.
It would be interesting to study both of them.
No, don't get greedy. You're lucky you're even going to get one at this heart.
I did ask for one.
Oh, that's nice.
Obviously, at this point, you can keep the lantern. I'd not need that anymore. And
I should hope so. It's mine.
Wait, what? No, I meant the special lantern that helps you find elementals.
Oh.
We should have used that in the fucking circle of stones.
Oh.
And then she goes, and of course the 25 gold as promised. She pulls out a purse.
Oh, now I don't feel like a slaver.
25 gold.
I can take your god if it makes you feel better.
No, I need the gold. I gotta learn magic somehow.
Graciously accepted. How are we splitting this?
It's not as if this journey's been exactly profitable, has it?
No. Much more profitable raiding.
Well, there's currently 4 of you stood there.
So you're saying we can split it between the 4 of us and then not say anything to the rest?
Wow. How would that work? I have changed.
Oh no, sorry, there's 5 of you stood there.
Oh, that works then.
For some reason, I minused off both Grim legs in my head.
We'll take care of the others too, but I guess we split it 5 ways for now.
Are we passing over the Chiwnga? Because she's not going to pass over the gold if you don't actually give her the Chiwnga.
You better pass over the Chiwnga, and that's my lantern.
I mean, again, she's been talking like a politician this entire time, and I didn't understand half a word of what she said. So,
Well, she did say she wanted him alive.
Yeah.
well,
She's
I'll tell you
gonna
what.
play
How's
games
about,
and do tests without killing it, I think.
how's about she takes him for research, and then I'll swing by later, and I can pick him up.
If you can bring
How
me
do
the
you
other
know?
Chiwnga to swap out with him, that would be fine.
I don't think that'll happen. You'll have to speak to Sean about that.
No,
I'll
I don't
just,
think
like,
that'll happen.
I'll put a hand on her shoulder and be like, I very much sympathize, but I need these people, so I won't go against their wishes.
Well, Hazzai's going to bring the lantern down slowly, and he'll just be like, I'll be checking in to visit.
Okay.
Yeah,
You can have visitation rights. That's fine.
I would also like group visitation rights because he cost me a great deal.
As Sean reaches the temple, pulls out her Chiwnga, stroking it, just going, "That's right, you're all mine, all mine."
Hmm.
Wait, how many?
Can I cast detect thoughts on her?
This is exactly reevaluate the license.
Oh yeah, we should.
I barely even use detect thoughts anyway.
Well, you're going to detect thoughts on scientists.
Well, at first I'm just gonna do the surface level thing, and then if I see something suspicious, I'm gonna probe deeper into her mind.
Basically, the surface thoughts are kind of excitement, like a kind of like a nerdy schoolgirl finally getting to do that experiment that's been playing on her mind ever since she joined college, and thoughts of basically doing something great scientifically.
I think Fidwan is fine with not probing deeper. He'll just silently nod and smile.
And then you'll also hear, "They don't even remember my name."
I bet you don't remember ours either.
Big Blue Man.
See, we're even.
So yeah, you're paid. The five of you. Sean's finding a temple to sit in and pray to Daddy. And then we'll flick over to the Ophelia situation. So Ophelia, I feel like we need your image on screen whilst we do this. There she is. Ophelia. So, Ophelia, as you approach your house, the rather large mansion near the centre of Bryn Shandar itself. Is she the...
She's just...
Oh, wait, what?
Why did you choose that
I'm sorry.
She's just gone for a wee.
She pooping.
She weird. She weird.
Okay.
She wee.
We'll forget that for now. What are the rest of you doing?
Let's go shopping.
Gonna go shopping? Does everybody else want to go shopping, or is that just Grimleg?
No, I'm going home.
I don't know that I have anything to shop for.
Don't have money to spend.
Do you need better armor? Grimlight's going for armor.
You already have studded leather, so unless I can find really cheap magic armor,
you have
not really. I do. I was really well funded back home.
Grimlight should have done that. Anyway, yeah, I want to find leather places.
You want to find the leather places.
And so... Oh yeah, so me and... Hey, wait, she's gone to the temple.
Do you have a certain coloured handkerchief in one of your pockets?
What?
What?
Is the leather thing right?
What leather?
What?
Depending on what pocket and what colour the handkerchief is. Depends on what you're into.
What?
Gravenite doesn't know about that. That sounds like an elf thing.
I mean,
I
it's an
want to know more.
Yeah, that sounds like.
Why the fuck is this game so loud?
Oh, but I need to go find. Sean went to the temple, so I'm gonna have to find her before I go shopping.
Right.
First, you track down Sean. So we will flick
Yeah.
to the Ophelia stuff. Cool. So yes, Ophelia. As you approach your house, in kind of the central part of Bryn Shandar, you instantly notice there's kind of guards sort of circling lazily around the place. So that's instantly a bad sign, because generally the guards just aren't focused on one building.
Oh, wonderful. Pull out, Bryn.
You've got weapon in hand.
Probably not weapon in hand just yet.
Okay.
I don't want the guards attacking me for any reason. But yeah, she does sort of go at full sprint.
Through the front door?
Oh, they've not like cordoned it off, they're just patrolling around it.
Yeah, it's not like they're blocking people from approaching. Especially when they see you, they just kind of like stop and watch.
Right, okay. Yeah, burst straight through the front door.
There's a screech from one of the maids as she's probably cleaning one of the nice vases and almost knocks it over, and then goes, "Oh, Mistress Ophelia, 1 second," and she like walks over to one of the things, like a little pulley system, and you know it will ring one of the bells in one of the other rooms. She's like, I'm calling down your mother. I'm very, very sorry, dear. I don't know the full ins and outs, but your mother will know more. Again, so sorry. And she's just kind of like nervously half bowing a lot.
Oh gosh, I don't like this.
But yeah, eventually your mother comes to the stairs, and you can see as soon as she gets to the top of the stairs and sees you, kind of gives out a little bit of a sigh, and then she kind of like shouts, "Ophelia, where have you been?"
All over. I left a note. What's happened?
She picks up her skirts and starts kind of like as hurriedly as a lady in full dress attire can, comes down the stairs, and she goes, "You've not heard? It's your father." And then she just bursts into tears.
Oh god. She is probably eerily calm about it all. And she just sort of gives Mum a hug. And just says, "What's happened? I thought something bad had happened, but I'm not sure what."
It takes a while, and she like full on embraces you. Like it's not necessarily a bear hug because she's probably not that strong, but you can tell she's gripping onto you as much as she can. Eventually, she just kind of like through sobs mutters out, "They killed him, savages. They don't know who. They didn't even find a weapon. They think it's goblins. In the middle of Bryn Shandar," and she starts like crying again.
Oh, for God's sake. Ever the dutiful daughter, even though she's a bit of a disappointment all around, she'll keep herself together and just says, "In the middle of town?"
Yes, it was days ago. Apparently, they didn't know what happened. They found his body and a wound through him. And
did you come back together?
No, he left on business.
And when they found him, was that the day he left?
Yes, it was early hours of the morning. Apparently. As I say, they saw a goblin, so they think it was goblins.
Right. She kind of awkwardly pats her mother on the head and just says, "I'll find out who did this, one way or another."
And as soon as you say that, she kind of like grabs you, like quite hurriedly, and then realizing what she's doing, sort of like softly touches your face and goes, "Yes, dear, this might be your exact thing. Your talent will surely be great for this, for murdering these bastards. The guards are useless. They have nothing.
Don't worry.
You will find them, and you will make them pay." She says it kind of like angrily, but you can tell that it's just like rage. Like, that's not really what she means, but
she just kind of like takes her by the shoulders and just says to her, "In the meantime, no going out, not without someone else."
No, of course not, dear. I've not got your talents for such things. The guards, they're there day and night, just patrolling.
I would maybe try any business that you have lined up. I would either cancel or arrange for them to come here under the guard watch.
She lets out kind of like a small, like not very humorful chuckle, and just goes, "Yes, I've just been handing the letters over. I've not stepped out of the house at all."
And don't just hire anyone as guards if you go that route. And try and at least get someone that's got a name for themselves.
Indeed, only the finest for the Rutherford family.
If I find anyone that I think suitable, I will send them here. I will probably be gone for quite a while.
Of course, dear. Well, yes, on that, she pulls out quite a hefty purse and hands it over to you. It's 100 gold for hiring anybody you can to help track you, to track them down or do anything, whatever you need. If you need more money, just send me a message and I'll post it to you.
Of course. I'll add that to my sheet while I remember. And she just kind of pats the shoulders with both hands. And just goblins. Okay, I can start there. Where she goes to start leaving, then sort of like pauses and turns around and just says, "Where did they find that?"
It was down one of the alleys on the western side of town.
Do you know which one? Or do I need to go and wring someone's neck for it?
You probably need to wring some necks for that information. I
Easily done.
I wasn't paying that much attention at the time.
she just like immediately, she's like pushes up her sleeves and like she's got the, we're gonna get down to work kind of mode. And she'll go straight out and collar the nearest guard.
Yeah, just the first one she comes across.
Nearest city guard, like grabs him by the, by the Oh, that was not nice. Oh.
Canonical guard response.
Yeah. Oh, no. Hang on a minute. That was very nice. Where's my drink? Where's my drink? Oh. Right, that was. Yeah, I don't know what that was. It's frank.
What are you drinking?
Piss, by the sounds of it.
No, it's something I realised that I had Haribo left from my pick and mix box, and that was not nice. Ugh. But yeah, she'll grab him like kind of by the front, and she'll just say through gritted teeth, "Show me where he was found."
The guard just kind of like blankly stares at you for a second, and then clears his throat and goes, yes, Lady Rutherford. It was near the carriage stables. Follow
Lead
me."
the way. And she just kind of like shoves him forward. Like, yeah, she's incredibly close to raging. But she's keeping her temper in check.
Yeah, so he leads you all the way, like halfway through town, pretty much, to one of the lower sides. Just down here, actually. Oh, it's not letting me do the click. But pretty much near to where you entered town originally.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's like just a little alley kind of thing. And he just kind of like points in the middle of this. It almost kind of comes to like a three-way point, where three alleys kind of like meet in one. And
Okay.
there's no sign of anything there. The only thing you can really make out is this appears to be almost like a dint in the snow, like they'd shoveled something out.
Okay.
And when it's settled, it's just kind of left this bit of a dint. But there's no blood. There's no signs of
Nothing
anything
broken.
happening. No.
Okay. So in which case she'll ask, what were his injuries?
Are you sure you need to know this information, Lady Rutherford?
It's my father. You will tell me.
Yes, lady.
Because you haven't caught who killed him, have you?
No, goblin. He ran off that way and he points towards the gates.
Who saw the goblin? Who saw it?
About 3 different guards and 2 on the gate itself.
And neither of you could catch a single goblin.
No, there's sometimes tricksy things. They've never come into town before. We'd never expected it. But
What were
anyway,
his injuries?
He had a single stab wound to the chest, but there was.
And the goblin managed to reach that high?
I don't know. Maybe it threw it, but it certainly looked like a dagger wound. It wasn't arrow. It was quite broad and well, it went very deep, almost through to the other side.
Oh, hang on a minute. Let me do some quick. That's a big dagger.
Mm.
Are you sure that was a dagger?
Well,
a goblin's dagger.
Well, maybe.
You think a goblin is using a dagger that long?
It might be a goblin sword, but to us, it would seem a dagger.
Oh my god, you really are useless. What time was he found?
Early hours of the morn.
And how long had he been dead?
Well, it seemed relatively fresh at the time when the gods spotted it.
She's just like head in a hand at this point. And she just, and was a healer called?
No, there isn't any cleric in town at the moment, and well, he was.
Are you telling me Bryn Shandar only has one cleric?
Well, it did have one cleric, but we cannot.
You're telling me Bryn Shandar only has one cleric?
Yes, it only has one cleric.
And you didn't think to get a physician? I can't say it.
Physician?
Yeah, that word. I can't say
it. We had a local doctor look at it, and well, there wasn't anything he could do at the time. He was dead.
There's a very deep sigh. And she just says, I want to speak to the people that saw this supposed goblin.
He just kind of like leads you to the gate itself, where there's 2 guards currently stood on top of it.
A question, actually, thinking about it. Would my father have been a relatively capable man? Also, why would he have been out at that time in the morning? Like, would that be uncommon with his comings and goings?
Yeah, that would be. The only time you really know is like if it was a a late trading call, and he'd maybe travelled home to get the papers ready because it was a big deal. But it's very rare that he would do that, and he wouldn't have gone anywhere near back alleys in that kind of sense.
So that's weird. Anyway, what was around that area that he was found?
Just the actual the carriage stables and stuff like that. There's
so it's
there.
reasonable that he would have been either coming or going to a horse.
Yeah.
Coming from or going to a horse. Okay. And that was a thing. Was it implied that obviously Mum said that it was the day that he left. Was it like immediately after he left, or was it like a long time after he'd left? What was the implication?
Pretty much immediately after he'd left.
Okay, yeah. So he was leaving to go somewhere. Okay. So probably reasonable that he would leave like at stupid o'clock in the morning to get somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So I would like to speak to the other idiots.
Is that us?
Yes.
No,
Nice.
not yet.
What the guards kind of like, as soon as you start approaching, they just kind of like glance over and almost like look ashamed in a way.
I was gonna say she probably looks fairly frightening as well because she's like face like thunder. She is furious and she's like barely keeping a lid on it. So she probably looks quite menacing. She like stalks forward as well. And she just comes to a stop in front of them and she goes, "Goblin, really?"
Yes. We have no idea how it got into the town. We just saw it. There were no sightings of it coming in, just leaving.
Right, and did it have a weapon?
Possibly. Someone believes they saw a bow on its back, and it may have had a sword, but it was very, very hard to make out in the dark hours of the morning.
And you failed to put an arrow through it.
Yeah, but it's a small target, very hard to hit. We tried, obviously.
What do we pay you lot for? Like, you can't hit a goblin. It's not that small.
Well, he just kind of vanished. We don't really know what went on. It was like it was there one moment and then it was just gone. We thought we had
Okay, and where did it vanish? Where did it vanish?
South. The tracks led further south.
Oh, so you couldn't even keep up with it?
No, as I say, it just kind of it disappeared. The tracks just disappeared along with it. We were following them, and then poof, just gone. And then a blizzard rolled in, and we couldn't really do anything.
Did you look underneath the snow? Was the snow disturbed? Did it look like an animal had landed? Was there animal tracks there?
No, just like he stopped existing whatsoever.
Well, I don't believe that. Right, you've been absolutely, I would say you've been useful, but you really haven't. Yeah, we need to have words with why we pay you lot. Just saying. Get better. And she just turns around and walks off to go find Grimleg.
And all of the guards just simultaneously shudder as their payrolls get cut. Okay. So during that time, Grimleg finds Sean. They purchase and sell things.
Well, what's Sean doing?
Sean was going to balance out some karma.
Oh, that's a good idea. Grimleg will pray too.
Oh, Sean meant murder people. Okay.
No, Sean meant going around helping people, so I was going to see if there's a priest or acolyte in the temple that I can ask if they need any help healing people or feeding poor people or whatever.
Well, there is actually a temple on the other side of Bryn Shandar, to Lathander. And they always accept alms. They take care of some sick and ill, people that can't afford to have homes, stuff like that. So you can take part in soup day, I suppose.
Yeah, I'll give them some gold as well.
Grimlag will tag along, and then when he gets there, he'll be like, "What are we doing here again?"
Helping people.
How much gold do I have? Oh yeah, I'll give them 10 gold.
Damn. Very generous.
10 gold pieces.
You now get 20 con points.
Everyone in Bryn Shandar like that.
The town will remember this.
Well, while she's giving away all our hard work, I'm going to look around and see if anyone's injured.
Start stealing out of the arms pot.
I'm gonna look around and see if anyone's injured.
Veronica Chase, I need notes. I need the operative report, imaging studies, everything.
Damn it, Jamie! It's so loud.
Who's that? Yeah, who is that TV?
Oh, it's probably me, sorry.
No, it's Sasak.
It's not. I've got my mic muted.
I don't think you did.
Currently muted just now.
It does say he's just constantly talking for some reason.
Yeah.
Well, but the noise is gone though.
This is true. Okay.
Oh.
So yeah, there are some sick and injured.
Yep, it was Shan.
Oh.
So
right, I apologize.
Well, you can do a few bits. Apply some bandages in the case of like bear attacks and stuff like that.
Do I need to buy javelins? Do you know which you use them? Because I used them all the last time I was here. Would you just kind of recollect them, or do you have to buy them?
So every time you use ammunition, the rules are if you take some time after the fight to collect them, you get half back.
Well,
That's
that's
damaged.
That's ammunition, but I don't know if it applies to thrown weapons like that.
Yeah,
I could use some
'cause they
arrows,
are, like,
speaking of.
full-on javelins, aren't they? I'll just say you've got all the javelins at the moment.
Okay, so I don't need to buy any javelins. That's fine.
I could buy some arrows. It would come in handy.
Explosive arrows.
Oh, are there special arrows? Do I get that?
I think there are, yeah.
Yeah, there is the possibility of buying specialized arrows, but they're weirdly expensive compared to normal arrows.
I kind of like the idea that Grimleg got dragged around because he wanted Sean to help him sell his stuff for
And now he's
exorbitant
got to
prices.
do good things.
And now he's just got roped into bandaging
Just
all
that-
the lepers and stuff.
They're stupid leopards.
Sorry, what was...
Just out of interest, how much money have we all got? Because I think, because I don't do every session, I'm on 109 gold.
What?
Does that sound...
Holy shit.
I have like
I'm now on
25 gold.
160.
I'm on 13 gold.
Wait,
I have
everybody else has got
27.
less gold. No, you're just like, I've got so much gold, I don't know what to do with it.
Oh, okay. Well, if anyone needs some gold to buy anything, let me know.
I do.
What do you need?
There's a temple where you can balance out some karma for all the murder you've been doing.
Oh, don't give your money away. Give it better armor. And perhaps a good shield.
Okay, how much are they?
Armor's probably 50, but I could probably talk them down to 45. But I wouldn't count on that. This is a rough town. They might still hate me.
Well, I can know these people. I can always persuade. In fact, I'm quite good at persuasion, aren't I? Could I get the discount?
Probably people like you.
Yeah, possibly. You could do something.
Because I know that you can get, like, if you've got good charisma, you can get, is it like a certain percentage off your trade?
I am Arya Dragon Woman, and this is my favorite store on Bryn Shandar.
I love refrigerators.
Well, I'll just do all the kind of.
God, why did that come across so badly?
Fuck.
Arrow quantity effect price.
Yeah, that's for some reason done it in an awful standard. I don't like that. Moving on. Yeah, you can talk to some people, get some stuff. Grimleg gets bored of doing good things with Sean, so just goes and finds Arya instead.
No, I'll wait until Sean's done.
Yeah, so the temple that Grimleg ends up at and Sean's there. Arya, this is the one you would regularly go to as Lathander. It's kind of like your... Not like a cleric like your god, because you don't necessarily need it for a paladin, but yeah, this is where you'd come to regularly and maybe do some prayers, help out people. Your family often visit here.
Okay. Cool. Well, I'll just kind of see him at home then.
In fact,
So
one of the priest people comes over with a little note for you, and it mentions it's a note from your father saying that if you're in Bryn Shandar in the next few days, and it names the days, which Tom doesn't know off the top of his head in D&D terms, they'll be at the local inn.
ooh, so she seems excited, and she says, "Right, once we're done here, I'm going to head to what's the name of the inn?"
I think is it the Northern Light here, or is that another one?
It's where the Hobgoblin is.
Oh no, this one's
Nope.
the
Knob Goblin.
The Knob Goblin. This is the Foaming Mugs.
Oh.
She seems excited at the possibility of seeing her family again, especially her daughter. So she's keen to kind of wrap up at the shop, and she's going to head to the tavern. And she'll ask the others to come with her and say, "Oh, we'll buy you all a meal and a drink."
Oh, well, Scribbler can't say no to that. Sit down! You're gonna tear your stitches! Anyway, if you stand up again, I'll stab you. Shut up! Anyway, once I can't say no to that.
He's trying to steal my spleen.
I will kill you if you don't sit down and start healing.
We'll get to it. I think, yeah, I think Arya's keen for people to meet her family. I think she's quite keen to meet, to get people to meet family.
I mean, I want to see them too because it sounds interesting. But yeah, first shopping. After you allow me to put a bandage on you.
No, he's gonna curse me.
You're damn right.
The army's going to pay for something that
Just gonna walk over and use cure wounds on this guy. So he can get away from Grim.
He's just like, oh, thank you, and just walks away.
Grimleg tosses the bandage and goes,
Well, we might as well go now. Work's done.
I would also like to do a confession with a priest or some kind of holy person. Just talk about the fact that I knowingly hurt a giant.
Yeah, that's fine. You feel kind of sort of free. I don't know what the word is. Never done a confession in my life, so I wouldn't know the kind of feelings that people get from them. But yeah, it's like a weight off your shoulders, and you can actually reduce your sanity if you want slightly. Actually, that's a good point. Ophelia can take a hit to our sanity and add 1.
Oh, what?
Family members dying, I'm pretty sure that means plus to you going possibly insane.
Oh, wonderful.
Where is the sanity bar?
Where is that?
It should be your bottom.
Just but on your attributes, just below charisma.
What do you want me to change that to?
Up it by 1.
To 6.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
How do you... So far, it's kind of just down as... Like, I can't read what it says on mine.
Oh, is your screen not big enough? Because it weirdly cuts it off if your screen's not big enough.
Maybe I can...
Zoom out.
No.
What are we trying to read?
Sanity is.
Oh.
So selling, buying stuff. What stuff?
I'm buying arrows.
You're buying arrows.
I'm sorry. reducing my sanity to 6 from 7.
Yes, please.
What is my sanity?
Why was it on 7?
Daddy, please.
Because I did crazy stuff and hurt people and went insane.
Oh.
What's my sanity?
Can Garzula also buy some arrows?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, go to the shop and get a few bits.
Are we buying magical arrows, or are we buying just
I want to buy fire arrows.
fire arrows? That apparently don't work in real life.
No.
Dot's Workshop just put out a video about how they could have worked, and it seems much more useful than I had previously seen.
I think it's more siege stuff, isn't it? Just set shit on fire rather than have an arrow lit on fire and hit a dude, kill him, and then he burns afterwards.
But the main thing was when you actually lose the arrow, so shoot the arrow, it would get snuffed by the air passing by. And the type of arrow that he had was protected from that. It's really cool video. I'll post a link.
Yeah.
Interessant. So fire arrows themselves, you can get a batch of 10 for 3 gold pieces. It'll deal an extra 1d4 extra fire damage when it hits things. Obviously sets stuff on fire as well. But you do have to ignite it before it is fired.
Does that take like a bonus action or something?
It would be a free action in drawing the arrow if you've got a fire source near you.
Right. I need a fire source.
Or if you've got a little pit or something that's already got fire in, you can just stick all your arrows in there before getting into a fight and just fire away.
If I have a what, sorry?
If you actually have like a fire source already, you could have like a little pit, set on fire, fire away.
Brazier.
Yes, love
So
them,
it sounds...
love them braziers.
Brazier.
So it sounds like I need to buy both the arrows and a fire source.
If you have a torch already and it's lit up, then...
I do have torches.
Let's look on this torch. But yeah, so
I get people a discount if I helped barter, because presumably they might name me the people and also with the charisma bonus.
Yeah, you can try. So going into the shop, if you want to roll a persuasion check to say, hey, we're buying in bulk.
Well, before that, Sean, hey, use the magic on my chain shirt. Make it look like super good chain shirt.
What, is that to me?
No, it's a Sean. Yeah.
Oh, not bad. 20.
So you took it up. What are you trying to sell, Grimlag?
My chain shirt.
So that's normally... What is that normally?
I can
That is
50 gold pieces.
50?
Good thing you found it, because I didn't.
So with Arya's like chatting up the price and the distort value of it being like a better than average chain shirt, the dude's like, sure, I'll buy it for its 50 gold pieces price.
Nice.
So you didn't get your half price one. By the way, if you wanted silvered arrows, it's 100 gold pieces, which seems kind of crazy. For 10.
It does. I have nowhere near that amount of gold.
How much gold?
It's 100 gold pieces for a silvered arrow. Oh well, 10 silvered arrows. And to say normally, you'd get 20 normal arrows for 1 gold piece.
Can I just buy 20 normal arrows for 1 gold piece?
Yeah, and with Arya's help, you can actually do it for 8 silver pieces.
Oh, okay, cool.
I mean, we could just...
I realise I have 9 gold and 8 silver pieces, so
just minus your 8 silver pieces off and you've got 20 arrows.
We could just tie 20 silver pieces to the arrows.
I've got 8 left. I had 16 silver and I've halved it. So.
Okay, got you.
I also want 20 normal arrows and then 20 fire arrows, please.
So 8 silver pieces for your 20 normal arrows, and how many for the fire arrows?
It's normally 6 gold for 20 fire arrows.
Oh yeah, so do it at 4 gold and 5 silver.
Very well.
So I want to sell my leather armor as well that I'm wearing, and the battered hobgoblin shield. And I would like to buy studded leather armor and a proper shield.
Okay, so shield. Oh, that's shield spells. That's not what I wanted.
I think we found another shield as well. But is someone using that?
Oh,
I mean,
wait,
there was a
you could
giant
use
shield.
Arya's old shield.
Oh, sweet. Could I? Yeah, could I have that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go, there's a shield. So what was the other thing you wanted?
I want to sell the leather armor and the battered shield.
So your leather armor, you can sell that for 7 gold pieces.
Okay.
And then where's shields? Your shields. Oh, same.
7 as well. Okay.
Yeah. Awesome.
Can I get like a Raven Queen symbol on my armor and shield?
Sure. It'll be 2 gold pieces extra for embossing.
Deal. Okay, so I guess Grimleg emerges from the leather workers just in his new swag, and he's just like,
Thank you guys so much. I feel like a proper servant to the Raven Queen now.
I look quite impressed.
Yeah.
I like to think one of his pauldrons
That's
has
good.
actually got the black feathers on it as well, just like kind of
Yeah.
sticking out the bottom part.
just like how I drew it. Hell yeah.
Oh, does he actually? Oh, he does actually have the feathers on his thing, doesn't he?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I was thinking more the bottom part, but that makes sense.
Oh. How do I find studded leather? Oh my gosh. Cannot find.
In your in items.
Yeah, apparently
I'll
it's
drag.
not searchable.
I'll drag it across for you.
Oh, thank you.
Don't know why it's not letting you search it. You might need to enable it for it to change your majiggers.
I
Can't find shields either.
I also couldn't find sling in there the other day.
I found sling bullets. Wait, where was studded leather armor?
There's an airship I could drag in.
Just
do that.
Just plonk that in. That's fine.
Yeah, I found the sling balls, but I couldn't find the actual sling, so I just copied those across and changed it to sling.
Wait, does it have all of the weapons, but not the armor and stuff? Oh, I can give you a laser rifle.
I mean, I wouldn't say no to that.
I'll take a Wazer rifle.
Wazer rifle.
There's no even leather armor, is there? Okay, maybe Tom needs to figure out why that's done that and change it.
It's got like some items, but not all
Not
of them.
all of them. It's like it's got all the weapons, but not the armors. Tom will get this sorted at some point. Anyway, you've got your items. What next? What do?
Go to the tavern. I'm going to go to see my parents, my family.
Oh, he's like, we're going to the tavern.
Should we try and sell the Oh, does the studded leather cost me? How much was it again?
It's 45 normally. You can buy it for 40.
40. Okay. Should we sell the Golden Dragon brandy, or should we just drink that?
It does have a warming effect if you ever need it.
Ooh.
That could be useful.
Yeah, we'll keep it. Never mind. Yeah. Okay.
Not that half of the party need that, but
Yeah, I could use it maybe.
yeah. So yeah, straight to the inn then.
User.
There's a ridiculous amount of items in D&D.
You don't say.
Who would have thought after 20 plus years of D&D there'd be a ridiculous amount of items?
Yeah.
Let me just change you over. Sorry, I was trying to find the leather armor. Oh wait, no, it's not called that. It's
Studded
Northlock.
metal.
Sorry, it's the inn's called Northlock. It wasn't whatever I said before.
The brewery, the foamy boy.
Yeah, that was what the mission was called.
Oh.
We got original characters. Quick, get rid of them. We can't have this.
Grimlag cannot see over the. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, for some reason the bar goes a bit weird.
It's a rough life being short. Holy shit, this guy's face.
I wish I could see over the bar.
You're too tall. It's like there's a rack in front of it. Can't see it.
Right. Mr. Knob Goblin, we meet again.
Hey, I'm back.
He's just like, all right, guys, you in for some drinks? Been a few days since I saw you.
And you're nuts.
What, excuse me?
And you're nuts.
I believe he wants. Do you have a cashews?
You remember?
Yeah, sorry. I just goblin things. Okay, and he puts
All
them
the
up
stale
there.
ones, yeah. Stale ones, rotten fish, whatever you got.
Only the best stale nuts.
Yeah. That's what I need. I'm here to clean out your rotten food.
Yeah, the one thing you do notice when you walk in, next to the fire over here, I haven't actually got individual ones, but I'm going to use your uncle for these ones, because it's just easier.
The tentacles run in the family. No one knows why she doesn't have it.
No.
Your parents look identical to each other. You look nothing like them. But yeah, they're sat by the fire. As the rest of you kind of like come in and like glance over, in reality there is a family resemblance, and you can see. It probably looks a lot like your mother, I guess.
Yeah.
Like a more sleek-looking kind of dragonborn. But yeah, for the rest of you, when you glance over, you notice these two dragonborns sat there having a drink, and on the male dragonborn's lap, they're all clad in plate mail, by the way. That's a family resemblance as well. Full body armor. On the male dragonborn's lap is a small child. Mostly looks kind of elven in a way. You do notice certain details. I guess. Would you like to describe them? Oh yeah.
I immediately start taking notes.
We're all just staring
yes.
from across the bar.
So Arya is super excited. She runs up to them and picks up her daughter, who's called Freya, and she hugs her mum and dad just super excitedly. So the mum and dad are dragonborns, very similar looking to me, and the child is a half dragonborn and half elf. She has got kind of a bit of a hybrid between both, but she's not like. Sounds really weird, but she's not super weird looking. She's just a bit kind of quick. So she's kind of inherited more the human side of looks, but she does have some, like, her hair is proper silver. So proper silver hair, and she does have some resistance, like in terms of her ability, she does have some resistance to the cold still. She's got a tail, a dragon tail. Have you seen the film? You've seen the Dungeons and Dragons film? You know,
No.
Doric. You know Doric, who is supposed to be a tiefling, but she kind of basically looks human, but she's got a tail. Kind of similar vibe to that. So she has got a tail, but she's relatively human looking. So she's got like a few features.
Tiefling?
Doric was a tiefling, yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah.
is your child technically a tiefling?
Well, I suppose she probably has more tiefling traits, as in like features than she has Dragonborn. But that's because she's a bit of both. So she's got little horns, little whitey blue horns. She's got really white silver hair. She's got a tail, but the rest of her, like with pointy ears, like she's kind of elven. So she's got the pointy ears. She's got like human skin. So yeah, that's kind of what she looks like.
I'm gonna kind of nudge Fidfan and just be like,
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think that they were compatible.
I asked exactly the same question when she first mentioned her daughter.
What you mean, as in how the daughter came about?
Oh, you can hear?
much.
Oh, sorry. She's got really sharp ears.
I'll just kind of like roll my eyes and look away at this point. Yeah, so I'll speak to Mum and Dad and be like, "Hello, Mama, hello, Papa. How have you been? What's brought you back here to Bryn Shandar? I saw someone saw you on my travels. I'm sure someone saw you near the mountains. What's been going on?"
So after all the embracing, your father turns to you and goes, "Oh yes, it's been some weary travels. There was some kind of sea serpent creature in the lakes. That's where we were going between. Your mother actually had a nice chat with the creature, and turns out it didn't really want to be attacking boats. It was just doing the orders of this. There's some kind of druid going around, granting animals the ability to speak willy-nilly and almost like encouraging them to do harm and damage people. So there was a lot of that. We had to murder a giant moose that was killing people over in the forests of Pete, save me. What was the forest called again?
the elven one?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I've told you to be careful there.
Sorry, quickly looking at Lonely Wood, that's it.
Okay.
Over
Sounds
by the
right.
forests of Lonely Wood. It was just rampantly murdering people. We tried to talk it down, but that one didn't want to be talked down. But yes, of course, we left Freya in safe hands each time.
Something else I need to add about Freya is that she is she could potentially be quite well kind of sought after, because she's obviously really rare, and also she's got some sort of extra powers that you wouldn't necessarily expect. So she's got a bit of a hybrid between the Dragonborn's powers, but also she's got some elven magic as well.
How old is
So
she?
she is quite unique. How old is she? I think she's 2.
Oh. I'll call across the bar.
Oh, yeah. Can she speak Elvish yet?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna be like,
Hey, little girl.
in Elvish. To the
I'll kind of give Grim like a bit of a sort of like a judgmental stare, as if to say, come across you much before, but eventually gives a bit of a smile.
Oh. Hey, she's brave. Normally, little girls run and hide when I look at them. Have you seen my teeth?
Pete, sorry, we're
I think and then she tries to.
now. We're not talking about you in real life.
Yeah, she shows interest in Grimlag, and kind of like just stares for a little bit. She might decide in a bit whether she wants to go and have a chat.
Oh.
She just doesn't But she's very kind of like bright for her age. It's part of her abilities. Like she can already speak 3 languages, and yeah, she's really good.
Holy shit! Fucking genius.
And here I am working my ass off for that.
She's gonna get headhunted by like by some sort of magic guild or tinker's guild or something.
Fuck. You're gonna have to be careful. The
My idea for her is that because her dad was so Kai the elf father, he was called Kai and he was a sorcerer. So my idea for her is that she's a bit of a mix between she has got some sorcerer powers. There's some like really powerful sorcerer powers. Alongside some paladin stuff as well, because we're from a family of paladins. So she's going to be a multi-class kind of character.
Cool.
She should become Sean's apprentice.
Or Grimlake's apprentice. Yeah. Grimlake will
advise you take Sean as a teacher.
This sounds like a really bad idea.
Well, she kind of turns and looks at Idvan, and kind of okay. This is so she kind of repeats what he's been writing in his book without her actually looking at it. It's like she can read. She knows what he's writing without actually looking. It's like she can see through the book.
The child is small and has blue eyes. It has strange little horns and a tail.
Well, what I actually wrote, she would say, Arya's daughter! Well, Freya! Arya's daughter, half-elf, half-dragonborn. Looks mostly elven, but has dragon tails, silver hair, and small horns. Seems to be able to read through my book.
So from now on, Andres is voicing.
Requires further research.
She takes a real instant liking to Meep.
Oh, Meep's not here.
Meep and Asakard.
Oh, of course he's not. Of course. I completely forgot about that. Well, she would come across him again. She definitely, at some point, she definitely would. Yeah. Well, that's.
Piskin's there though, and probably throwing tiny snowballs.
Well, I should definitely show some interest in that. And then Ari turns around and goes, "Right, dinner time. What we having?" And she offers everybody a plate of whatever they want and some drinks.
I've just got like a mouthful of half-eaten fish.
And I'm just like, I'm good.
Just chewing on like a fish bone with the head sticking out my mouth.
And as soon as he speaks, everybody just kind of wilts. But yeah, so you sit down with your parents, have a nice dinner. Ophelia's probably appeared at some point around this time.
Before that whole thing goes
I was going to say, I'm going to wreck someone's day, namely Grimlegs.
Should we have a quick break for 10 minutes before I get killed?
I was going to wrap up.
For being the wrong race.
For peeing.
Wrong race at the wrong
time. Go do your smoky things. I'll probably just do a quick bit with Arya and her parents.
Oh, okay.
Which she can fill you in on. Obviously, anybody else wants to take a break or take part, feel free.
That's good.
Before Ophelia charges in and
sort of
the goblin. Oh, sorry, go on.
I was gonna say, Fidwan is just awkwardly like sipping on his drink and sitting, not really sure if he should like go up to them and try to strike up a conversation or not. So he's just there.
I'll beckon him to come across if he wants to come and sit with us.
And go, thank you. And just.
I'm going to take out Piskin for your daughter to play with, if that's allowed.
Sure.
Yeah,
Go for it.
Piskin loves the kids. It's like dancing, and will throw the odd snowball and stuff. Obviously not in an aggressive sort of way. Mostly it throws them over Freya's head. I wonder, would she have like an ice breath?
Yes, I think she has. I think the idea is that she has got the typical Dragonborn stuff, like the ice press and the cold resistance is basic, but she's got other stuff as well from her sorceress, from the elven magical side.
When baby dragonborns develop their breath weapons, is it like when baby humans start growing their teeth? They just bite everything, but instead they breath weapon everything.
Just blast everything.
Well, yeah, it's probably a bit clunky to begin with, but yeah.
But yeah, so Piskin, being the amazing imitator of humanoids, is constantly imitating Freya, which kind of becomes almost like a war of the imitation of like who can do the most dramatic poses and hold them in place for the longest time. Fidvan, the family resemblance is it's odd because the parents very Dragonborn-y, Arya obviously very Dragonborn-y, and then very different looking child.
Yeah,
it looks like they went purebred up until a point, and they were like, no other species allowed, not even other Dragonborn, and then suddenly there's a half elf, half Dragonborn child.
I guess he must have been very impressive.
Giggity?
No need to take it there.
But yeah, your parents look at you, Arya, and there's like probably some soppy conversation of like how grown up you are and fantastic you are, how great Freya is, and then they kind of like share a look between each other, and then look to you, and your mother goes, Arya, now that you've found this group and things are changing rapidly, we know there's going to be a big fight coming up between the Frostmaiden and all the denizens of Icewind Dale. We think you should have a base of your own to take over. That's actually a point. The kobolds are probably in here as well, eating all the same food rubbish that Grimlag is.
The other 3 stools are
yeah,
occupied by kobold.
Kobolds just eating rubbish. But yeah, your mother goes, yes, you should have a base and gather allies in the coming fight. Do you remember when you were a small child and we used to stay at that large shrine, kind of further north from Bryn Shandar itself?
Yes, I do.
It was a long time ago, but ever since the frosts have come in, Lathander's light has died down in there. If you can get in and reignite it, it could be a very good place to set up and gather yourselves. Possibly forge new weapons, create great alliances, all sorts. It's a fantastic place and filled with magic once you get it running again.
Oh, fantastic! Thank you. Just remind me where it is again. How to get there?
If you head further north, you'll be able to find the pathway through the snow. It'll be snowed over mostly, but the path is still obvious to it. But as we say, if you get it powered up again, that'll be a great boon to you.
How should I be able to do that?
Well, there might be some kind of creatures set up home in there, but the cold won't be any bother for you. Maybe for your friends here a bit more if they're not so used to it. But once you get in and get everything set up, it'll be beautifully warm with beautiful sunlight, as long as you can get the crystal powered again.
How do we get the crystal powered?
You'll know once you get there. Just use your magics, your power that's granted by the god himself. I'm sure he's eager to see the sun shine on Icewind Dale again.
And what's the name of the location again?
It's Lathander's Shrine. It's technically the northern shrine. Yes. There are many throughout the lands
Okay.
of Faerun, but this one's the furthest north.
Okay. Do you think sooner rather than later?
Oh, well, most likely try and set out for now before it gets too long. And then obviously when you forge new bonds, you can have people set up base there and maybe heal wounded.
Sounds brilliant. And will you come and visit sometime?
Of course, we can set up shop. Your uncle can come. There may even still be one of the dragon scale shards in there. If you can use that.
And this will help support the fight against Oral.
Yes, if you could get all of the shards back together, it would be a massive weapon against Oral herself, granting you the different powers of all the metallic dragonborns.
Oh shit.
Oh. Okay. Thank you. Definitely something we need to prioritise. So obviously Fidvan's there. He can hear this, and then I'll tell anyone else as well.
So I might have missed. Do we know where all of these shards are?
They're in Lathander's
all of them?
cave or something.
No, well, what one of them will be. We had one stored there in secret when they were all lost. The other 4, unfortunately, went missing a long time ago, but they're out there somewhere. We believe one of them's in a goblin den further southwest of here.
Oh. I would like to go there and subjugate them.
Subjugation may be hard, but I suppose if you go in there and show strength of force, then they might side with you. We'd rather you not murder them all, but...
No.
Murder them all.
Everyone knows that is the fiercest and fairest leader.
Ophelia kicks down the door. We're killing every last goblin!
Flashbacks to the Yeti cave.
Not just the gob men, but the gob women and gob children too.
The younglings too.
All the gubbos.
All the gobbos.
No, they will become my army.
Yeah, Arya's parents aren't like bloodthirsty. They wouldn't necessarily want the goblins killing. Obviously, if they were assaulting someone else, they'd fight. But they're not going to go out and pick a fight. But they obviously think that one of the shards is possibly there. Goblins like shiny things.
It is known.
But yeah, I suppose this is the time when Ophelia comes charging in, and
He boots the door open a little too hard, and this is probably like the 3rd inch she's been in, and she just kind of looks around the room, and eyes land on Grimleg.
Oh,
and,
hey.
She just kind of.
You like my new armor?
She looks pissed. And she kind of marches over, grabs you.
Wow.
And just says, "We have a goblin to hunt."
We do?
Well, supposedly my father was butchered in the street, and the only thing that was seen at the time is a goblin that magically vanished. So you're coming with me to help me find them.
Oh.
I mean,
like the skilled goblin.
Or at the very least, I need you to look to see if you can work out where they went. And then we go and we, maybe as a group, as she kind of looks at everyone to keep this a group activity, and says, go interrogate a goblin and perhaps cut off his head. I don't know. I might just rip it off at this point.
You said your father was killed?
In the street, just over there. Yeah.
When you say just over there, where do you point?
She kind of points. She points in the general direction of where the carriage building is. I don't know where that is in relation to this end.
Wow, that's a really strange coincidence.
It's not super far away.
Coincidence?
Yeah.
Oops.
And forgive me for thinking that perhaps this is a little bit far-fetched for a goblin to pull off.
Well, I pulled off something similar. Right over there, in fact.
No, that's not what I meant. Just common luck.
Okay.
She don't give you an option, she's just lifted you up.
Yeah.
She's taking you with her.
Mine, the new digs, these are new.
They'll be fine.
I think they will. They're pretty sturdy.
And she will fill you in. As she carries you.
I'm just kidding. I'm like upside down, like
To the
looking.
alley.
Are you carrying me like a bag or something? Like
just under the arm.
No, it's like them videos you see where people are picking up misbehaving toddlers by the dungarees. Or just by the back of the coat, just kind of like that.
yeah, I'm just like limp going, like sort of nodding at people as I go past, being like,
Yep, this is fine.
Yeah, and she will tell you what the guards told her.
Oh.
While complaining about shitty guards and what the fuck do we pay them for?
that gif is great.
That's really weird.
Yeah, are you taking me to the spot where it happened? Are there like guards around and stuff too, or?
Nah, not really.
There's guards around.
It's just an alleyway. There's not really any guards specifically there.
Oh. You know, this is a really weird coincidence.
Why?
If it's anything like what happened to me, I think that, what's her name? Our Lady is responsible.
Well, it was lovely of her to tell me herself then.
Well, because, tell me everything that happened.
Was Pete listening, or does Pete need recap?
Pete was listening, but Grimlake probably needs to.
She'll gesture to the alleyway and says, he was found here early hours of the morning. Stab wound to the chest. She's like weirdly clinical as well while she goes over all of this. The guard said it penetrated almost all the way through it. Was it all the way through or almost?
Almost all the way through.
Yeah, almost all the way through.
And no weapon found?
No weapon found.
I must say you're taking this really well. You know my estimation of you has gone up.
I am not taking this well. Someone has to be calm. And that's like, there's like a quiver to her voice, but it's like, it's not like she's gonna cry. It's that she's so angry.
We'll find them. And I'll help you.
And then she tells you, she'll then tell you about how the goblins seem to just vanish, like tracks disappeared.
He even has the same ability as me. Because this is exactly where. You remember when I told you about how I was tricked by,
What's her name? Shit.
Oral?
Yes, I was tricked by Oral. Oral was masquerading as my goddess.
In this alleyway?
Yes, this very alleyway. And I was here, and there was a man who'd been stabbed, and I pulled the ice dagger from his chest. And then the guards came, and I poofed up there using the Raven Queen's gift. And then I ran away through the rooftops. It's exactly the same. Perhaps goblins are being by Oriel.
I was thinking, I don't know if this like it's a spiral or something, but Freya's got sorcerer. I am right in thinking that sorcerers get revivified, don't they?
Only divine soul sorcerers, I think.
Okay.
And even if she did, revivify only works if you've been dead for 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, less than 1 minute, and it costs 500 gold worth of diamond dust.
Yep.
Yeah, you'd need
Yeah.
something more like true resurrection or something like that, which is very
All
valuable.
right. Okay.
And I would get that as well.
Mm.
Well, yeah, you're literally a divine soul sorcerer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just
Okay.
imagine it's
Nothing
like,
I can do.
no, we're not going to use the current sorcerer that can do it. We're going to get this baby and train it so good in magic it can revive Ophelia's dad.
Oh, if we revive your dad, maybe you can tell me who my dad is.
That's the thing, right? All dads know each other.
Maybe he met the Raven Queen.
Why I
Maybe
don't
he met my
understand is why
dad.
Aura would want him dead.
I don't know.
Well, do we know anything about Aurel's motivations?
Wait.
Oh, am I there?
I hope so.
I feel the rest of you probably did follow if you just saw Grimleg get picked up by Ophelia and like,
Yeah.
Okay, this is interesting.
What's your intelligence?
Mine?
Yeah.
20.
Oh shit.
He's a smart boy.
Tom, you might want to tell him something.
I mean, I have already figured out that you were probably there when he died, but it might not even have been a goblin because the tracks that they're following were probably yours. So yeah, goblins are getting unfairly targeted here, most likely.
I don't know, Tom. Is that correct?
Fidvan's just in the background. All the numbers and equations are floating above his head, and he's like, I think of all the people, Fidvan would probably put 2 and 2 together and realise these two situations are not separate.
Wait, what?
Well, his description fits what you've been telling us, and the tracks, the goblin tracks that suddenly disappear, are probably his. And if he says he didn't do it, which, I mean, I guess we can rule out for now,
Wait,
it means someone is framing goblins here.
but I did.
Which also has a... Wait.
Oh.
I did kill someone. Well, he was kind of already dead. But
Right, he was already dead. Did you use the ice dagger?
I pulled it out.
Right, but you didn't stab him with it.
Sort of thinking, and I'm like,
No, I guess not. I thought it looked valuable.
Okay, so thank you. For a moment there, I thought you might be dumber than I thought. So, as I was saying, then this also fits weirdly nicely with the goblins having the shard that we need. Oh, because I guess you guys weren't quite there. Arya's family mentioned shards that could give her the power of all the metallic dragonborns, which would be pretty useful if we're gonna be fighting a goddess, whatever that means.
But I didn't sign up to fight a goddess. I mean, a dragon's one thing.
I think she's already sort of hunting us, or messing us with us at least.
Oh, that goddess. Yeah, screw her. Fire.
Right. So, if am I the only one who thinks it fits almost too nicely for goblins to have both killed your father and have the thing we need? It's especially given that we know that the goblin tracks are a red herring. I think someone wants to get rid of them.
Wait, so there weren't 2 people who died?
No. The man you saw killed was, I mean, I'm willing to bet, was her father.
Wait, but does that timeline match up?
Yeah, because you did bump into Grimleg a few days ago.
I think I killed your
Oh
father.
shit! I keep thinking it's been longer than that.
His life was technically ended by my hand.
I like to think Grimleg's been thinking for like a few minutes and then realizes like, he did have oddly blue skin like you. I thought he was just very cold.
Pitman prepares to guard Grimleg. As in with my magic barrier, I'm not putting myself in harm's way.
That is very smart. There is very concerted effort to breathe evenly and deeply.
Ophelia, I'm sorry. I thought the Raven Queen had marked him.
But hang on, you're making this worse for yourself. You didn't actually stab him.
He was killed by my hand.
No, just Grimleg.
I'm like starting to tear up. And just like fold my knees.
She just says, right. Just so we are clear. Yeah? she kind of looks at you, just like waiting for you to sort yourself.
I even got you the gold from the Chiwnga. You can have it.
Grimleg.
Yeah.
No, I completely zoned out for a moment.
Dramatic
of course, I do it every time. Circumstances around when you found him.
You want me to tell you about it?
Well, I don't see the guards investigating this murder, so yes.
They were looking at me kind of funny.
You said it was an ice dagger.
Yeah. So I was racing around in the town, and the guards had already kind of seen me, because I don't think they like goblins. But I was basically getting food out of all of the bins and things like that, because I was hungry. And so then I managed to stock up on a few things, and then I was going to leave the town, but then I got a calling from the Raven Queen. Or that's what I thought was the Raven Queen. I looked into this doorway, and there was a figure, and he was beckoning me to end the life of this man. And so I ran up to him, and then when I got round to his front, there was a nice dagger in his chest. And then I got the whisper in my head that I sometimes get, and I pulled the dagger out, and he died. And then the guards blew the whistles, and I poofed up to the wall and escaped on the rooftops.
What did the person beckoning look like?
Well, at first it kind of looked like the Raven Queen with the mask, and then the mask, as I got closer, I realized it was an owl.
Why would Oral want him dead?
Are you gonna kill me?
What?
If you kill me, at least kill the frog thing first.
It's tempting, but you're the only one that seems to know what's happening.
Oh.
What did your father do? Is there anything that he was embroiled in that might have drawn
I don't know.
too much attention?
My suggestion, in the morning, we go and comb his office until we find something.
Oh.
That's probably a good idea.
But somehow I don't think my mother will know.
What? What?
Okay, so is that the plan? You're going to go back to the inn, have a sleep, and then...
Yes.
Think in the morning. Cool. Okay. I think that's the perfect place to wrap it up. Apart from Tom wants to add one cliffhanger as you go back to the inn. As you walk through the front door of the inn and go in, there's a guy sat at one of the tables that wasn't there when you first arrived. His eyes are as cold and blue as, well, just the icy seas that you've seen around. Some kind of weird magic's going on there. And as soon as Ophelia walks through the door, he just kind of gives off this very sinister smile. And with a single hand, flourishes, and liquid seems to just like form into a long knife-like substance and freezes instantly. And he goes, "Well, the mistress is very disappointed, Miss Rutherford. It took you this long to figure it all out?"
Well, shit, looks like we don't have to look for him.
And I rage.
Cutscene. And that's when the credits roll.
Fucking hell.
Ooh. So this is after or before our long rest type of thing?
Just before your long rest.
Ah. Oh shit.
That's what been one on the table for a long time, and now we're like 21 sessions in. It's finally revealed itself.
I did think that was hilarious how no one actually realized Grimleg was.
I didn't put the timeline together.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I didn't know about her dad.
But yes, you
For a
do
while.
know that there was a previous one about ice daggers. Do you remember rummaging through a room at some point?
I mean, at some point.
Which
Hasek remembers everything.
Hasak's at home, and he's just like
He's
everything
sipping a cup of tea, he's having a smoke, he's writing in his like little book for his next novel, and he's just chilling out. And Leap's just sitting curled up next to the fire in his own armchair.
and he just turns around to me, pulls the pipe out of his mouth, and he goes, "Do you think Ophelia's realised that Grimleg was involved in her father's murder?"
And he's spent the entire day ice fishing. So
What a pleasant day. Well, it's been a session for families, I suppose. Arya's parents appear, Ophelia's mother appears. Yeah, that was a bit grimdark, but we're gonna go grimdarkier in time. Don't you worry. Somebody's gonna die. I'll kill one of you.
you know the Grimleg's
can
always
try.
been female.
Sorry?
Grimleg's always been female.
What?
It's a 40k joke. Don't worry about it.
Oh, yeah.
Interracial. Anyway, I
Honk.
didn't. Wait, I'm honking.
That's amazing.
Nice.
Yeah.
I can't laugh.
Just
We
say
get
say
meat
bye,
one.
everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.